Cheltenham Festival 2024 is back. Merry Cheltmas. It is like Christmas for horse racing fans. It's going to be a magnificent week. Unfortunately, I won't be attending in person this year, but I'll be watching every single race. I'll be glued to the TV. No Constitution Hill this year, but still, what a festival it's going to be. It's going to be magnificent. It's going to have shocks. It's going to have surprises. It's going to have a bit of all sorts. And this is day one. All kicks off Tuesday, March the 12th. And we're going to take a look right now at what horses to look for on day one. These are my day one key selections. The very first race of the festival, Sky Bet Supreme Novices Hurdle over just over 2 miles. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. This horse race is famous for some huge winners in the past that have gone on to do quite incredible things. Constitution Hill won this race in 2022 and we saw what he did last year. Such a shame he's not at the festival this year, but that's another story. Shishkin has won this race, Altior Devan, and this is all in the past 10 years. We can go back further and there are so many big names that have won this race. But this year, going for a couple of big outsiders. Last time we saw a price at 25 to 1 win this race was in 2017, but I believe there's a good each way shout here on Asian Master. It's been seen running over in Ireland. Certainly this is a big step up for this horse, but Willie Mullins trained, won its last outing back in January, and I fancy it to hit the frame at 25 to 1. So the other horse I like the look of in this race is another big outsider, 16 to 1. Tell Her the Name. Another each way price. Last ran at Huntingdon back in January. Won that race. So class 4. This is a massive step up, but I believe there's potential in the tank there. And like we said, this is a novices hurdle, so there certainly is potential for improvement of all these horses. And I do like Tell Her the Name. So we move on to the second race of Tuesday, 2:10 p.m. Arkle Challenge Trophy Novices Chase. What a race this is going to be. Gaelic Warrior leads the field, currently 3 to 1. Willie Mullins trained and Paul Townend on board, but I like one at a bit of a price here. It's trained by Gavin Cromwell. Keith Donoghue set to ride. We know he's had a few Cheltenham winners in the past. It's My Mate Mozzie at 10 to 1. This horse, usually by an occasional blip, does give you a good run for you when he tends to run well. Last seen back on Boxing Day over in Leopardstown, finished second that day to Founder 50, who also runs in this race, but ran really well that day. Won previous race before that at Cheltenham in the October meeting of 2023, so he's pretty fresh. Hasn't run at all in 2024. We think potentially keeping him fresh for this race. I do feel at a price of 10 to 1, I like him to hit the frame, especially if you can get 4 places on this. My Mate Mozzie in the 2:10. Next up, 2:50 p.m. race 3 on Tuesday, Ultimate Handicap Chase, over 3 miles and 1 furlong. 23 runners we're expecting in this race. It's going to be a really fascinating handicap once again. The Goffer right up at the top of the market. Had a really good run last year at the festival, actually, the Goffer. We've also got Meeting of the Waters. Both of those horses are on 5 to 1, 11 to 2 currently. But I like horses in this race at bigger prices. It's a handicap, it's pretty wide open. Anything could happen. We go with a horse. Kitty's Lighthair won the Scottish Grand National last year, 33 to 1 to win this race. Not too badly handicapped, could be better. Hasn't run in 2024, so goes in extremely fresh. Tongue strap back on. And it wouldn't be a huge surprise to see him bounce back after a break. We know the ability is there. Real purple patch of form last February and April, including that Scottish National win. So we like this one. Kitty's Light, 33 to 1. Another horse at 33 to 1 we like in this race is Lord du Mesnil. Again, this horse has had good periods in the past, has run at Cheltenham before and run reasonably well on this track, so we know he can do it in different performances so far in 2024. A fourth of 13 runners at Exeter back in February, and a 6 of 14 runners back at Warwick back in January. So not perfect form going into this race, but reasonably well handicapped, I think, for this race. And at 33 to 1, especially if you can get extra places, Lord du Mesnil looks like a very interesting runner. Feature race of the day, race 4, 3:30 p.m, Champion Hurdle. We're all gutted that Constitution Hill is not running this year in the Champion Hurdle, but we do have State Man, an absolute class act, and a horse that should do the job. It's 2 to 5, it's a skinny price, at 5 to 2 on, but we know what record this horse has got. 10 firsts out of 12 starts, and a second place last year in this race, of course, beaten by Constitution Hill by 9 lengths. Willie Mullins trained. Paul Townend will be on board almost certainly, and I'm sure he'll be collecting yet another winner's prize at Cheltenham Festival. But I want one at a slightly bigger price for some each way value, and I like Not So Sleepy. We'll be coming into this race pretty fresh, so he shouldn't be sleepy, but did win his last start back out at Sandown Park in a Class 1 back in December last year. Certainly this horse is capable. We know he's done a variety of distances and courses in the past. We know he's run at Ascot, of course has run at Cheltenham before, and a really, really interesting price, I think, at 25 to 1 if the old boy can somehow roll back the years. Not So Sleepy, 25 to 1 an each way punter. Finally, let's chat about this one. 4:10, race 5 on Tuesday. It's the Mares Hurdle. Lossiemouth heads the field 6 to 4 on currently. You'd expect Lossiemouth to do the business, but I like a couple of each way horses here, both at 12 to 1. Love Envoy and Marie's Rock, they both like it round here. And I think at those prices, given Lossiemouth is such a big favourite, I do like having a little bit of an each way bet on both of these two at very, very backable prices given their respective records at Cheltenham. So best of luck if you want any of those horses or whatever you're on at the festival. Good luck for day 1 and good luck for the rest of the festival. It's a long festival. Let's keep those fingers crossed that we can find some winners yet again this year. And if you go to the festival, have a really, really great day. And if you're watching on TV, have a really great day as well. See you all soon and take care.